Good morning. This is our Saturday positive affirmation video. Welcome to Twisted Guidance Tarot. I am shuffling up the decks here so that way I won't be trying to shuffle them while I'm driving. So in today's message, when I'm on my way to work, I'm going to be doing a reading for you. I'll usually give you a dream that I may have had, or a premonition that I may have had, or a light bulb moment that I may have had during the week to help me with the reading itself. I'm using 4 different decks here. Have my Archangel Spirit Guide Animals. I have my Crystal and Angels Oracle deck. The Wisdom of Natural Hair Tarot deck. Let me show you. This is the Archangel Animal deck. The Crystal and Angels deck. The Wisdom of Natural Hair Tarot deck. And the Dreams of Gaia Tarot deck. Just have to show you the back of that. I'm missing some cards. I realized that. I'm missing cards because dang it, I forgot to do my numerology. That's what I'm forgetting. Maybe I'll use a tarot card for the numerology portion because they all have numbers on it. Okay, maybe I'll do that. I realize ain't no point in me leaving a little bit earlier for my job, considering that I always get caught by that doggone train. Alright. So, how's your hair? How your hair doing this week? As you can see, mine is still pulled back. But I got my little poof ball going on right now, so I'm getting a little bit more freer. I'm freeing up a little bit more of my mind, my time, all of that jazz. So I want y'all to do a hair check status. Check your hair. Everybody check your hair, men, women alike. Check your hair. See what your hair looking like, feeling like. You need to do a little extra shampoo, a little love and conditioning in there. You need to trim your ends a little bit. Loose what's breaking off. Style it up. Let it go free. Wake up and just be just like this. I woke up like this. And you felt that you should keep it like that. I do have my numerology cards. My problem is I don't know all my numerology breakdown by heart because I'm still learning numerology. So I'm trying to get the decks shuffled good before I pull off. I'm gonna loosen up my buttons, baby. I was on my Handmaid's Tale review and we were talking about being free and being in bondage. What we would do if we were in that situation. Will we commit suicide? And so that way they won't be in control of our bodies. Remember when the slaves used to throw themselves, or there's stories of slaves throwing themselves from the ship so that way they wouldn't be in bondage. They couldn't take what was going on. They did for so many reasons. They didn't want to be in bondage. They just couldn't take it no more, what have you. But then there's those that stayed and was subject to the captivity. Did they conform? Or did they become rebellious and want to get free? Free, set free. Okay, so I don't have my numerology translations here, so I don't want to be making crap up. I only know what a few of the numbers mean by heart. So we're just going to pull from our decks here and see what we come up with. I use the Wisdom of Natural Hair deck to see what the message hopefully will bring us. On my ride to work. All right, so what we got going on here? I'm gonna loosen up my message, babe. Loosen up. Riding into the sun. This week's message is cry a river to release. Cry a river to release. You know what, in a way, I guess it kind of goes on with the bondage and wanting to be free and finding your own way to free yourself. Whether you cry you a river just to release yourself from the pain that you're feeling, you transform yourself from that way of thinking. I'm not going to use the word death, but if I pull out the death card, it may, fall right into this, because the death card is a sign of transformation. Letting go of something, and sometimes letting go of things that you're used to being with or holding on to can cause us great anguish. And sometimes we just need to cry it out, get over that old relationship. Sometimes when I'm going through a breakup, I have went through a lot of breakups. When I'm a friendship breakup or something like that, I need a good release. I'll watch a sappy movie. Okay, I don't know what this cab is doing. I'll watch a sappy love story. P.S. I love you. Something like that that's gonna make me cry. Cry more than the pain that I feel. Take my mind off of me, but just still give me that good cry. So let's see where this is going. All right. We have the Ten of Earth. What is the sister girl doing? She's like she's been in control of her own stages of life. You see right on her finger, that is the full moon and the waning and the crescent moons together. The moon takes you through stages in your phases that you got to go through. They are actually equivalent to a woman's menstrual cycle. That's why the moon is so much related to, they consider the moon to have feminine energy, because the moon cycle goes to 28 days and the average woman's menstrual cycle is 28 days. So it looks like she's like controlling her phases. There's a tortoise there, and she's doing it with calm care and patience. They always say slow and steady win the race. I was about to pull out, but this motorcycle is flying. I love my life. Love my life. So that's what I'm getting from her. So what I do is, I like to pull the cards. Last time I pulled the cards before I even got in the car. So I already kind of had an idea what that reading was going to go to. And then we have the love card. This card is not about love with somebody else. This is a self-love, an internal love card. Finding who you are and pulling that out of you and loving yourself more than anything. Okay. So we're opening up with the Cry River to Release card. Understanding your path, your journey, what phases of life that you're going through. Looking at them keenly and going through them slowly, taking time and care to love yourself internally. Release all the other bullshit that you're going through, especially if it's in relation to a relationship. Love yourself more than you love the other person, even if it's just for one day. I say do it for a lifetime. I know it's easier said than done, but you always hear that phrase, people always say, how can you love somebody else and you don't know how to love yourself? I disagree with that statement. I'm going to tell you why I disagree with that statement. It's easy to love someone else. I think it's harder for you to deal with your own mess. I think it's easier for you to find reasons and justifications of why another person needs to be loved. God loved those who didn't love themselves, who didn't love themselves according to the Bible. And it's just easier for you to love someone else, I think. But I don't think, well, let me say, I don't think that because you are loving the wrong person or holding on to the wrong person, that you're not loving yourself. And that's when I was saying God loved those who love them, who love others who didn't love themselves. And God said to love everyone, even your enemies. So I don't think that loving someone else who's probably a fucked up individual is not you loving yourself. It's you being open and compassionate with a good heart to love someone who may fall into the category of being an enemy. And it takes a certain type of strength to love someone who is not loving you. Now, at the same time, I don't say to stay in a situation with someone who is not loving you. You can love them from a distance, love them from afar. You can have love for them, but not stay in that situation. You need a time of release where you can let your emotions go, so that way it can clear the way, clear your vision, clear your eyes. Your tears, they are there to help clear your eyesight, clear your vision, make things, you need a good cry. You need to see things more clearly. Once you wipe away the tears, you're like, okay, I see it now. I understand it better now. And this is what I think she's doing. She's going through those phases of finding out who she really is, looking at who she is, appreciating what's all in her or him. Like I said, these readings are not necessarily for the woman only. This could be for a male. Doesn't even have to have this feminine energy. I just generally speak in the gender that I am. That's pretty much it is. But this right here is definitely all about self-love. You see that she still has the moon there within her loins. The butterflies around her for transformation. The lotus is blooming as well, right there. The entire center of her is her chakra. It's a whole little radiant light going up through her. She's finding balance within herself. She's spreading her wings. She's learning how to love who she is as a person. And you can love yourself 100. It doesn't mean that an outside person is still going to appreciate who you are and what you are. But this is just about you loving yourself. Let me see if I can find anything in animal oracles. See if our guides can give us something. We have this snake here. A lot of people see snakes as snakes in the grass being deceitful, but a snake is a very powerful animal. They know when to strike. And on this message, it says to live according to your divine essence. Let me look up what the snake interpretation is as far as a spirit animal is concerned. I know I shouldn't be reading. Don't tarot and drive. I say that in every video. I have to say it in every video, because you ain't supposed to be doing this. Okay. That's why I should have did this before I pulled out the driveway. So as far as guidance is concerned, it says you are asked to be very aware, because the snake card is bringing you a message that something is about to happen. Are you ready to burst out of your skin? The snake sheds their skin. And like right now, so when the full moon happened on the 16th, I was talking about how the deer loses their antlers and they regrow new ones each year. Well, the snake sheds their skin and they come out with a new exfoliated skin. That's what I would like to call it, exfoliated. They slide against the ground or the tree line and they shed that old skin, they come out looking fresh and new. And that's pretty much what this card is saying to me. You're about to go through a transformation, a new self-transformation. You're going to have a new love, a new awareness about the love within you. Are you ready to burst out of your skin and expand your life? It's time to plan. Go ahead on now. It's time to plan. It's an opportunity being presented to you. There you go. I like that. I like that message. All right, what we going to get out of our crystal cards? Yes, again, do not tear on drive. My card slid over by the door. What are we going to get out of our crystal cards? Okay. I'm just going to go with the bottom of the deck here. We have answered prayers. Answered prayers. And we have a Unakite as the crystal. The answered prayer says, all your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Okay. Let me go find my doggone book. Everything's sliding over here, y'all. Everything's sliding. Thank goodness these books are in alphabetical order. So I ain't got to thumb through them and try to figure out where this is. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. So you come before there we go. Unakite. It says you've been doing great work to forgive, to release. You've been doing great work to forgive and to release. Let me turn this corner so I can do great work driving. And focus upon positivity and oneness. Oneness within yourself. That self-love that I'm talking about here. You being one with yourself. You're doing great work. You've probably been on your knees praying, meditating, talking to your spiritual guides, and your prayers are being answered. There's a renewedness that you are coming about. And this is not necessarily crying in pain. You could be crying in joy. You could be releasing these tears in joy. Cry a river to release and just y'all know how I feel when you have a good cry. You feel better, I think, when you have that good cry. Just release it. What else the Unakite says? God respects your free will choices by choosing the healing path of love. You've opened the doorway for your prayers to be answered. All right now. So this card is a sign that you have shifted to a conscious connection with pure healing love. You are praying with sincerity and willingness to be guided and helped. The positive shift within you is an answer to your own prayers for peace and happiness. The external circumstances will now shift accordingly as they are uplifted to the highest and best outcome. Wow. All right. So our message today is of release and self-love. Release and self-love. I like doing these positive affirmations, boy, because what I've been doing is I've been taking my cards, the ones that we've been getting, and I carry them with me throughout the whole week. So when I still use my Wisdom of Natural Hair deck during the week, but this card will not appear at all because it stays with me with the other readings for the entire week. And I keep them with me. I use it as a positive affirmation. You write down your affirmations, you put them in your purse, you post them up around your house, so that way you can be reminded of them daily. I keep them with me. Like I said, I'm not going to pull a numerology because I don't know my numerology that good by heart. I had my index cards last week and I didn't bring them this week because I forgot that I used my numerology cards. I had the cards with me, but I don't have my notes on them. Because I take notes anytime something pops up, a familiar number, a familiar state of mind. So it's 7:53 a.m. I'm not sure if that is significant for you, but I have been seeing the number 5 in a lot doing this entire drive. The number 5 has been coming up. So I would just ask for you to research what the number 5 means for you. And, we'll see how that applies to this reading. Once I park, I'll go through my notes that I have saved on my phone for the number 5, and I'll pin that down into the comment section to see how there's a 5 go again, see how that plays into this message. Let's see, on the cards itself, we have the number 12, the number 16, which is 28, the number 10, which is 38. 38 added together, the 3 and the 8 added together make 11. The 1 and a 1 equals 2. So we also have 2. So I have 2 and a 5. I've been seeing 5s, and there's a 2 and a 5 right there. So 2 and 5 and 2 again. Okay, so 2 and 5 are our numerology numbers that we wish to look at today. And I'll look those up and I'll put those down in the message. They both add up to my favorite number, which is 7. But I'll put that down in the comment section once I get to work and park. I got 5 minutes to get there. I'm trying to be almost on time. Almost. I'm going to be late, but I'm going to be almost on time. So, release. Cry yourself a river. Rejoice in the changes that you have made. Your prayers are being answered. There's going to be a renewed you. It just fits right in line with this full moon that happened. This renewal. There's going to be a new you that's going to burst out. You're going to shed all of that old skin, and it's going to feel so good. So good. You're getting a little freer. Look at my hair. I told y'all, check my hair from last week. If y'all don't know what we're talking about with the hair, go to last week's positive affirmation video, which was about you are your hair. And see how I talked about how your hair is reflecting who you are during the week. And we're going to do a hair check when we came back this Saturday to see how our hair. I still haven't colored it, as y'all can tell. So I haven't made my complete change and my complete transformation, but it's happening. Watch me come back next week when my hair dyed. It's going to be all like, hey, girl, hey. Watch me work. Because I'm getting there. I'm making changes in my life right now. And I feel good about it. I'm really starting to be diligent and work against the procrastination. I was finna call it something else, but I couldn't think of what it was. Just got stuck. So just say procrastination. I'm work against procrastination. I do that a lot. I procrastinate, and my release is happening. I'm telling you, I'm being overfilled with joy and emotion, and just sometimes you gotta have just a good, joyful cry. Other times you want to cry just to get some clarity, cleanse you. It cleanses you. It's just like the storms that we've been having, the rains that we've been having. This is the thunder moon season as well. That began on the 16th, and the thunder just washes away. The thunder and the rainstorms just washes away bits and pieces of you that you no longer need. You no longer need to hold on to. You're releasing things that don't give you any value, and you're looking inside self. You're not worrying about what everybody else is thinking on the outside. You're looking inside self and being the best you could be. I'm just saying, that's a beautiful message. Thank y'all for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of this video and get myself to work. Y'all just know that I'm gonna be late. If you are still looking for the rest of our general readings, the Gemini is the last one that I have to do. Save the best for last, because y'all know I'm a Gemini too. I didn't do that intentionally, but it's going to come when I get off work this afternoon. I appreciate y'all being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. And please leave down in the comment section if this message resonates with you, or if you just have a positive affirmation that you would like to share with us for the week. Let's talk about it down in the comment section. I appreciate you. Peace.